Hey everyone, welcome to Clean Slate Living's YouTube channel. We are so excited to show you guys the new Hope series featuring Jake the Snake Roberts. It's a multi-part series, so you are going to be encouraged by all that you're going to hear, and we can't wait for you to see it. So we are here with Brandy. This is Jake's oldest daughter, and we're just excited to be here with you guys and just to talk about your relationship and how it's had some ups, some downs, some in-betweens. So we'd love to hear, in Jake's height of his career, just kind of your take on that and your relationship with your dad, and kind of just walk us through that time.
So I am his oldest. He has 8 children total. So we've got a whole crew of us. And when he was at the height of his career, I was essentially in high school. But before that, whenever he had remarried and had 4 more children with his second wife, we didn't have a super close relationship during that time. We essentially, I would go months at times without talking to him, but there was always some conversation. And to me, that meant everything, that we were really able to stay connected. I have old letters on legal paper. Yellow legal paper was his thing. And he would write me letters and let me know how things were on the road and what was going on. And he would stop through when he was in town, which was always great to see him. But you could tell that he was going up and down, that I didn't understand it then, that it was addiction. Yep. I didn't know what it was. So unfortunately, I thought it was me. I really did. I thought it was, that was the reason that my parents had split up, that I wasn't, enough, that I hadn't done something correctly. And if I had only, my way of saying it is, if I'd only been better. If I'd only been better, then it would have been okay. It would have been different. They would have been able to stay together. And I recognize, of course, now as an adult, and after going through my own treatment, my own therapy, and also reconnecting with him, I was able to ask him some of those questions, like, so why did you and Mom split up?
Right.
Because my family doesn't talk about stuff. And that, I think, was huge, is that he was willing, in part of his recovery process, to actually sit down and talk with me. And that came later on. But during the height of his career in high school, I might have been a little bit cantankerous. I might have been a little bit cranky sometimes, because people like to call me Little Snake. And I know I have a younger sister that they did that to her as well. Just people think it's bragging. And at the time, because we didn't have a relationship, it was upsetting. And so it actually led to more of those kind of guilt feelings. And so he gets huge in high school and throws me the best high school graduation party, where he is sober that night, which I had not seen him necessarily sober a lot in the years prior. And so it was really nice to have my dad present, throw me such a celebration. And even though he wasn't clean, if you want to put it that way at the time, he made an effort that day. Even just that one day meant the world to me. And we always went back and forth to his house with Cheryl and with his other children, and we would go and spend time with them during the summers, but that wasn't enough time. Yeah. It would be a week, 2 weeks, whatever it might be. And again, we would have phone calls and that type of thing, but I always wanted more. I always wanted more, and I always felt like I needed to be more. And that kind of, you know, that led me down my own path of some difficulties that I needed to overcome as well with addiction, and with self-worth, and just believing that I deserved healthy relationships, that I deserved a good man in my life, that I deserved to get an education. I mean, he's the one that, he and my mother both actually very much told me, get a PhD if that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, then do it. Whatever you do, do it well. And as he got sober, and he's been sober 10 years this year.
Amazing.
Which I am very impressed with, especially having dealt with my own addiction issues. I know how hard that can be. And so him being sober 10 years actually allowed us to slowly improve to the relationship we have today. I would say we started off small, like lunches. Do your lunches and...
1 day, 2 days.
There you go. That's what I remember too, is you really making the effort.
There were speed bumps.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Frustration. You know, because I'm one of those dads that if my little girl needs something, I want to get it for her right now. Why can't I fix this right now? Something's hurting her. I want to stop the hurt. And if I can't stop it, then it feeds in on me. So I got to be careful. It's like a two-edged sword, you know. You're doing a good thing, but what's it costing you?
Right.
You know, and so going slow was the only way to do it right. Because if you'd tried to push all that into a box and open it for Christmas,
And I think that's what some people try to do, is they try to do it all at once. And I think you can take your own path back to one another.
Yeah.
His path with my brothers, I have twin brothers, his path with them has been amazing. They have grandkids, but their path was different than mine.
Right.
Yeah.
So we each have had to have our own kind of path back to our relationship with him. And it's allowed this natural apology to happen. And one of the things that I've certainly talked with Jake about is you've apologized several times already. And I believe that you are an honest and loving man. So you meant those apologies. So we're done apologizing now, because in order for us to be able to connect on today level, I needed him to know that I respect him as a father for his effort, for what he's put himself through to get sober and stay sober, especially still working in wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, still working around a lot of the things that were the crowds and such is what I'm talking about, you know, that can kind of feed some of
the whole
that.
lifestyle.
And the lifestyle, traveling, being on the road, but
in hotels, out of hotels, go, airplane, let's go, come on, you know. And she started working and has done an unbelievable job. Just short of amazing. And very few snafus, you know, if you want to call them that. Most of them weren't on her, most of them were because of an airline.
yes.
But she's very good at dealing with this stuff. She, you know, if I didn't have her, I wouldn't be going to work tomorrow. Because I'm just not capable of putting it all together up here anymore.
Yeah.
I'm okay once I get in front of people and I can sign autographs and keep it there. But yeah, to figure it all out and do the logistics and all that, I can't do it. My brain just won't do it no more.
Hey everyone, if you liked that video, check out our next video. Please like and subscribe.